Hello and welcome to my channel. Have you ever asked yourself, what are the main project roles that cannot be shared in a project? Have you ever checked with your friends, with your teammates, with your project mates, with your project managers, project executive, what roles in a project should not be shared? Don't worry, I'm going to take you through the main roles which should not be shared in a project. That is very, very important, especially if you're a project member, or you're a team leader or team manager, a project manager, or even a project director, even a project executive. You should be able to understand which project roles should not be shared in any program environment, in any project environment. So let's dive in. Hello and welcome to my channel. My name is Oscar Mbira. I'm a certified program and project manager. This is the channel I help aspiring project managers and also practicing project managers to succeed. The first one is appointment of the executive. Projects, organizations, they differ. In some organizations, they have structures and they have a way of running their project. They might say, this is the executive, we want to run the project. They might also say, this is the project manager, we want to run the project. So if you are lucky that the kind of project you need to run, the executive is already appointed and you, as a project manager, you have been appointed. Or else, if that is not yet done in the startup project, if that is not yet done in the starting up project phase or project startup phase, you have to be very clear on who is the executive, who is the project sponsor. So the project sponsor must be appointed during the project startup phase. Why do you need this project sponsor? There are various reasons why you need this project sponsor. The first reason is you need someone who's going to make executive decisions for the benefit of the business based on that project. You need someone who's going to make bold decisions in order to support the project. You need someone who's going to be a go-to person when a project manager has got an issue to escalate. So that is the role of the project sponsor or project executive. In most projects, from my experience, you'll find that these project executives or sponsors, they are actually senior members of the organization. Probably we are looking at CFO, which is Chief Financial Officer, or COO, which is the Chief Operations Officer, or even MD, or even Chief Executive Officer. So these are people who are at a high level, who are going to be able to make decisions in the project for the benefit of the organization. So that role, one of the unique points about that role, it's not shareable. This is one of the two roles in a project structure or program structure which is not shared. You cannot share the executive, you cannot share the sponsor role. It can only be one person. Please get it right from me. The project sponsor, project executive role cannot be shared. It can only be one person. So this is the one person who is going to be chairing the project board. This is one person who is going to represent the business perspective. And in a nutshell, this is an advocate of the project. So a project sponsor must be appointed either during the mandate process or during the starting up phase of the project or project startup. Now, the second part or the second role that must be appointed first is the project manager. So assuming you were lucky to be appointed project manager during the mandate process or mandate authorization, then you don't need to do anything during the startup of the project. However, if the project manager was not selected during the mandate authorization, once the executive or the project sponsor has been appointed, the project sponsor can go on to appoint a project manager. Project manager is the same like executive. It can only be one person. It can't be shared. If you find someone suggesting that you want project manager role to be shared, my advice is you need to go against that. There should only be one executive, one project manager in every project setup. So why do you need a project manager? Project manager is just like a pilot of the plane. He's the decision maker. He's the one who is supposed to run the project on a daily basis. He's the one who is supposed to produce project reports. He's the one who is supposed to report progress on the project. So a project manager role is very, very important. And that is why You as a project manager, you need to be very much aware of what are you supposed to do if you're appointed to be a project manager. If you want me to create additional videos based on the concepts, the techniques, and all the information that we have discussed earlier in this video, or else you have some clarifications, let me know in the comment section below.